Okay, so you wanted to know...
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs.
Why the riot started. Well, here...
Taggart will know where he went.
If I can get this jump
correctly.
correctly.
Think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all
Okay,
the
so
media?
here
He will if I ask
is
him
where
anyway.
you find...
Well, if that doesn't work, he...
Exactly what happened is this sniper rifle, some ammo, and a pocket secretary. On it, a note saying, wait until you see a green light on the camera before taking the shot. Aim for the area between the cops and the protesters. That way both of them will think the other side fired first. There must be a riot today without... And there might be a riot today without your help. If that happens, just drop everything and get out of there. You'll be paid either way.
Also has a dressing room backstage.
Now,
Seems to me a man like
it almost
Taggart
looks like
must
he
keep
didn't
close track of his
use
employees.
this,
Speaking of which,
but...
I also backtraced that breach.
So
in our
who
own
did this? Who was
firewall.
the shooter?
The one Sarif opened, but forgot
I don't
to tell
know.
us about.
I assume it's,
It's
an Illuminati
from
guy.
Owl at scowlingmass.net to Redwing at
The one
scowlingmass.net.
that was using
Probably
right before he hired me.
some kind of professional hitman or that kind of thing.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford.
Okay, so we got a
He lives
side
on Earl's
quest
Court,
here.
In case you want to get chatty with him.
Go and find out more about the emails that we discovered after convincing Seraph to tell us about them. The ones that said, oh, Jensen's adopted. Which we are going to do, but first, let's go say hi to Taggart.
Yeah, Taggart, the game has been building up to this. They've been having congressional meetings on it, and now Taggart is here at the convention center to have the big presentation and basically make his case, I guess, on television and in front of an audience against augmentations.
Is that why there was already tension between the rioters and the police, where it was sort of like a G20 thing, where there's a big guy in town and he's
Yes.
having a meeting? Okay.
Yes.
And
This
here's
is
that
also the
elevator
part with the
joke.
guy talking about the escalators.
Hello. It is very commendable when someone
Just stand on it
This
and wait
guy
for them to
is-
fix it. Scowl at them.
Is
Tell
drilling
me about
the
it. Now with all
the
the
lining
damage out there,
along the
I
base.
thought we're gonna
That's
see
why
an
it's not
increase.
fixed yet.
I
He
would
has
like
no
to
idea what he's
explain
doing.
it, but you obviously
Obviously, I
don't
would not
understand.
understand
Tell me
why you
about
are
it.
drilling into the
Now
base of
with
the
all the
escalator.
damage out there,
The way he's running
Ah.
it along, it looks like he's putting caulking in, as opposed to like drilling.
Right.
Okay, and our augs are screwed up. Now, the game hints that, oh, we need like a patch. Can you imagine needing a firmware patch for hardware inside your head? You think Windows Update is annoying? Oh my goodness.
Alright, here we go. This is Taggart's press conference.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world,
This is one of my favorite of the
Exactly,
conversations in the
Taggart.
game, if not my favorite.
6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was
Yeah,
to
you
cripple our
stride in,
research.
and he's
But I've learned
talking
the
in
attack
front
was
of a
just
television
smokescreen.
audience. Obviously,
Megan
you can
Reed's
see the
team
camera
was
there on the
kidnapped,
left.
and Isaiah Sandoval,
He's
your
got some
personal
sort of
aide, was
audience here in the
involved.
auditorium with him.
that is
And
ridiculous.
you just stride in and
Ladies
start
gentlemen,
talking to him,
I
and none of the bouncers
apologize
do
for
anything.
Mr. Jensen's intrusion,
okay,
and I assure you
maybe
that these
everybody would
accusations
rather
are without
avoid
basis.
violence, but it's sort of interesting the exchange the two of you have.
Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you
I
want
like
me
the
to remove
placement
GPS,
of
I'll need a
these
full
giant
operations
screens that magnify on, because
Does the facility have
this
one?
whole conversation takes
Your
place
man, Taggart,
like
talking about removing
20
the
feet away from
GPL
Taggart,
devices
but we've
so
got
that
these
the
monitors on the
Sarif
side
scientists
that
could cover it up.
will
I
be
see
more in
what's
the
going
focus
on
in a
here.
minute.
Sarif Industries.
So we
Right,
can still
and they
see
let us
the
see it.
expression
Two
on
black
his
eyes in the
face.
last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest.
You know, I
David
gotta say that
Sarif and his
this speech
corporate
really fulfilled my
bedfellows
long-running
are desperate
fantasy of
and in
totally
imminent
heckling
danger
some
of
asshole.
losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my
I think everyone kind of
reputation.
wants to do
I'm
that.
right here,
Like
Taggart.
when someone takes
Look
the
at me.
stage, just yell
I
at them.
admit, I wouldn't feel
Especially
bad.
Take apart all the
somebody
arguments on
very,
camera.
very
Since you've
sanctimonious.
been doing the same to my colleagues
Yes,
for years.
but not only
That's
that,
not
but
why
to
I'm
do it
here.
with these
Sarif
prepared,
scientists are
extremely
alive, and it's
technical
time for the
responses.
come out?
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours.
The super
proves
soldier
nothing.
thing kind of always
It could've
rang
been
hollow
made
to
by
me
anyone in the
because I
world
just
with a
killed like a
grudge
million of those
against humanity
dudes,
front.
and
You
now
are our
the fact that they
prime
exist
suspect.
or are being researched, and all the researching is the Typhoon. Never mind all the other gun blades and all the crazy stuff.
Yeah,
right,
this is
But
kind of
that's enough to
hypocritical
cause riots.
considering
did
all
you
the
just-
crap you've got on you.
I'm certain that wasn't actually a jab at Mass Effect, but remember in Mass Effect 1 where you bring the garbled Geth conversation that was recorded with
Yeah.
Saren in it, and it's like, this evidence is irrefutable!
Perhaps it's
Not in
best
this
if you
game!
came to me rather than bringing this recording to the police. You need it to be some kind of proof because you're still suffering.
I like how he's willing to
Trying to
have this
find
little
someone else
exchange
to
with you in the
blame for
middle of his
emotional trauma
presentation,
you
but
experienced
Yeah.
when you
it
woke up
fits.
from that
He's trying
surgery and
to.
discovered
I
you were
mean,
no
each of you
longer
is
quite
representing a
human.
side of the argument, and I guess he's stopping to spar with you because that will make he feels he can make his case better.
Right. This
than-
fits with his character. Like, he's kind of got a superiority complex going. Like, thinks, well, okay, I can just, destroy his entire argument by psychoanalyzing him here.
You're right.
Yeah, this
Picking
never
up my
felt
life after
out
that
of
surgery
character.
was the hardest thing I've
This
ever
never
done.
felt strained.
Hell, first time I saw myself in a mirror, I smashed the damn thing. But I've got
Also, we
to
finally
ask
get an explanation of the mirror.
because I know that what I need to do to make things right is help the other victims of that attack.
I
That's
love
like the
that
only
they
time
put
in the
that
game
that
he confesses that. Yeah.
I love that Taggart had to
As you
gesture to his
know, I was a
bouncers there. That was a
practicing
very
psychologist
smart
before I
thing,
devoted my
rather than
life
pretending
to
they're
ending
not
the threat
there.
of
Is to sell
I've seen this
Taggart
kind of
here,
behavior
show that his
Confused.
bouncers are ready to go.
Consider me your enemy.
They're ready to
You think
drag you out
the
of
only
here
way
or
you can
die
regain
trying.
control is to defeat me in some way.
And this is, this whole conversation really highlights what I was talking about last week, where, it's kind of pitting all the character building of Jensen as a character against that of Taggart. Like, I mean, you could not have a conversation like this with Shepard versus someone in Mass Effect,
Right.
or
No,
your
no.
Elder Scrolls character.
You better hurry up, or he's gonna. These conversations don't wait forever.
Yeah. Picks up.
Give him the pheromone.
Don't give him the pheromones.
Of course
That's
I
just
want control.
completely
I'm not gonna give him the
discrediting your
pheromone.
Every time
entire.
I touch something, I wonder, just for a second, every time, if what I'm feeling is real. It's a bit like being in charge of an organization, I bet. You always know what the people at Humanity Front, your people, are doing?
You know,
In my
but I want to
organization-
say, I really do like
most
how
of the time, I
Jensen
suppose.
confesses here that he smashed his mirror and not anywhere before. Because
When
it's like
I
he's been
founded
boddling
Humanity
this.
Front,
It really gives
I
a sense that this
dedicated
is
the
like this
organization
is
to the memory
a shame. This
of
is
my
guilt,
wife, Marjorie.
and it's only now
Who died
that when he
trying to help a
finally
man
like
addicted
I
to
smashed the
augmentation
damn
surgery
thing.
come to
It feels like
terms
he's
with his
letting this
illness.
release.
Marjorie.
It feels like it's really
refused to
hard for
resort to
him. Like
violence.
he's walking on
So
broken
why would
glass,
any member of this group do
dragging this
otherwise?
out.
We are simply
And I
not
like that
those kind of people.
I like that the
I wish I could
writers
make you see
left
that,
things
but
about
I
him for
fear
us to
you
discover.
are unable
They didn't
to
feel the need
comprehend
to
nonviolence.
introduce
Yeah.
everything about him in a tutorial and then just, okay, that's Adam, and now we're going to go on and introduce the world. That he's revealed to us through the game as opposed to at the beginning.
before.
Yeah, before the game. And that would have been a really tempting
I know
thing
about your
for
wife's
marketing
murder,
to
Mr.
put
Taggart.
in a trailer is to
Now
show
I'd like
Adam
you to start
punching
Humanity
his
Front.
mirror into a bunch of
I've lost someone
shards
close
and
to
then
me too,
looking
but I
at
have a
the
chance to get her
shattered
back.
reflection. I mean,
If Sandoval
that
is
is
involved in
definitely
Megan's
something that
abduction in any way,
This
I'll
is
bet
also one of the
somebody
wanted to
few
do.
points
For
this
her
conversation
sake, and for
when
the sake of
I
my
felt
people,
like
I need to know where he is.
the whole Megan relationship
Mr.
actually made any sense.
For
And was
Marjorie's
actually
sake,
brought
I
in an
can't risk
intelligent
tainting the
way
integrity
and
of what
actually
I
had
built in her
resonance
name.
with the character and the
I'll
writing.
help you find Isaiah, and I pray that you are wrong about him.
Like, for this one conversation in the game, it seems
Ladies
like,
and gentlemen, I apologize.
and
but
I
I'm gonna
could
have to
really
beg your
believe it,
indulgence
that
for a
Adam
few
was
moments
going
more.
to
all please
rescue
remain patient. I
Megan
will
because he
return as
really
soon as I
cared
can.
about her,
Thank you.
and not because the
Jensen,
game said that that was
See you
important.
backstage.
You know, I just
No,
noticed
but
that
look at
Taggart's
this
got a massive
audience.
forehead.
See,
You can't come back in here later.
The audience in here.
This is this is the auditorium, and it's some friggin' cubicles. There. What is? Look at this. What is this? 8 people. This is the crowd he was addressing with that booming PA system. They're not even listening to him. They're typing on keyboards.
They all have like
they're surfing the internet.
Prompt window on.
I don't know how the riot started.
They're sitting there IMing each other. Oh, I can't wait for this guy to shut up so we can leave this computer room that we're in for no reason.
I like how these reporters have
so we
all
can get back to our LAN party.
The generic civilian chatter rather than like stuff like with reporters that were just shocked that you ran into the conference and managed to talk Taggart into taking your side, basically. Oh, that's not it. Where's the damn room?
There you go.
It's this way.
What I love about the conversation with Taggart is that it's not just you learn a lot about both characters when they're talking, but there's like layers to what's going on where it's Taggart and Jensen, but then it's also Illuminati versus not Illuminati, and there's the whole technology versus anti-technology, but the whole time Jensen is still fighting for Seraph Industries, and the whole time he's still fighting for the Illuminati ultimately.
It's only because of
Yeah, that is interesting that they have these multiple levels of interaction, and yet there's never any violence between them.
The man who attacked
and finally, Jensen catches up with the rest of us in realizing that Ezekiel is, as Sandoval's brother, is actually Zeke Sanders. Oh man.
Isaiah,
I didn't see that one coming.
For so many needy people suffering
like
from
Taggart never tries to have Adam killed or
promise
anything.
me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends.
Right, they look very similar. They have very similar last names. He's referred to as Ezekiel several times. I mean, seriously, what the hell?
And they're like some of the only people of that ethnicity in the entire game. So there's that.
I'm taking your beer.
You won this round, Taggart, but I'm taking this beer with me. Your guys can't stop me.
Police have cleared the streets. I heard it was pretty aggressive.
So what do those bouncers really think they were gonna do, anyway? You think they actually had a plan for what they were gonna do if they had to drag you off stage?
Yeah, I don't know. And the first time I screwed this up and got spotted, I didn't have permission to be back here, and I had to murder all his bouncers. So I felt like it kind of undercut my point a bit. But I couldn't be bothered to go back and reload.
It all undercuts your point so badly.
Like, he just got done saying how dangerous augmentations are, and then I murder his gigantic entourage of armed guards.
Jesus, Mary.
And then you stumble onto the stage like covered in blood, with a corpse still stuck to your malfunctioning elbow spur, yelling, "That's a lie!"
Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you
You've had enough of my disingenuous assertions, sir.
Or I was until...
So...
Something big is going down, and I'm...
Did anyone else find this quest weirdly out of play?
You remember that MCBer, Jacob White?
Yeah.
You busted him a couple of times.
Oh yeah,
Like
go get some explosives.
Assault and possession.
Right.
Yeah.
He's still running.
You know what,
No,
Rutskarn, you were
I mean,
exactly
yeah,
right. That's
shit,
exactly
what
this
anyway,
feels
it doesn't
like.
matter 'cause he's
Random
moved on
cop
to bigger
runs up
things.
to you,
Nikki,
and there's not
slow
enough
down.
cops
Listen,
to take care of
hear me
a
out.
bomb.
I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade
Like-
explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how
I
much he hates
understand
the
you're busy
PD.
with the rioting, but maybe
He's
pull
going to
some
get
guys
us while we have our
off the
pants
rioting
down
to
with
deal
the
with
rifle.
the
You
bomb.
gotta help us out here.
Well, I guess the idea is they
kinda
don't
busy.
believe
If
he's
he's
gonna
got a
do
bomb,
it,
just call
or
it
like
in.
they
Yeah.
don't
Procedure.
believe that it's possible.
What do you think I've been
but
doing?
that does
I've
not
been on hold
match up
all
with police
night.
protocol
My CO
regarding
already sent
bombs
patrol over
threats.
Yeah, we
Or bombs.
everybody
Yeah.
kind of knows that
Place.
if
Nothing
you
came up.
joke
Not even
about
Jacob.
a bomb, oh,
Now
that
they're
movie's
saying
the
my CIA is
bomb,
probably
you will
full of
spend
shit
the
and is
next
fucking with me.
6 hours in a cell
Jacob's
for
using the
people
riots
looking
as
for a
cover.
bomb
He's going to
inside
hit
of you.
us and hit us hard.
It'd be
They
like
are
if this
not-
guy
they-
was a
I
security
need you to
guard
trust me on
in
this. You gotta help me find
a
Jacob.
theater, and he ran up to the front desk and yelled "Fire!" and the front desk was just like, "Ha ha! Stop joking."
Exactly. Exactly. They do
Fine.
not joke
I don't care
around with
about this
bombs. They
quest.
don't treat it
Let's go over
lightly.
what we know. Just the facts.
And especially when there's a riot going on and Taggart is giving this big speech, like, you should be arrested for playing the wrong Electric Six song. If you're like this big, really shady character, they should follow up on that.
Got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe.
Military
It also feels out of
The bomb could
It
be
also
right
feels
under
out
us
of place,
right now.
first of all, because in the pacing of the grander story, this completely derails you,
you're a mess.
and also because
Calm
it is
the
only
fuck down
tangentially
and
involved
think.
to a lot of the
You're right.
actual thematic content.
Oh, this is big. I mean, I've never been on the
What do you mean
hills
by
like this
tangentially?
before.
This quest
People
isn't
could
involved
die.
at all.
We could die.
Just focus, okay?
Yeah.
We know that White
It's a
hates
guy
guns,
who
so
has
its first target
augments
is
and
probably
now
gonna
has
be the
bombs.
precinct
That's
or
it. I
somewhere
mean, it's
nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, okay. But it could be anywhere.
I can't
You wouldn't
even
risk going
come
to
up
the
with a
precinct.
proper metaphor
Too
for
many
it.
people would recognize him.
It doesn't have anything
That
to do with
leaves the
augmentation. It
transit
doesn't have anything to do
station,
with the
sewers,
theme.
and
It's
the
just
alleys around the precinct.
an XP
Look, I need to
quest.
stay here and report any leads to my CO. Can you check those locations for
It
Jacob?
has to do with
or his
somebody
bomb?
setting us up the bomb.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get back up to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen?
Does the
Please,
bomb
don't
move
turn him into a
between
martyr.
playthroughs?
I
Are there
prefer
several possible locations, or is it always in the sewer?
I always had it
found in the sewer.
directly, yeah, in the sewer, directly below the way out of the police
Police
office.
station, yeah. So it can't. It says to check all three, but the bomb doesn't actually move from one playthrough to the next.
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing.
Plus, it would be a lot easier if it was. I mean, one of them is just that place where I typhooned the dance.
Yeah, that's not a bomb. That's somebody typhooning a dancer, and I think that was
Okay,
just.
so let's turn. Oh, right. Let's do that quest, and he's hanging out in the one apartment complex in all of Detroit.
I do like the Deus Ex 1 reference there.
I missed it. What was it?
The mission is titled "Smash the State."
Oh, that's right. The password. The NSF password at the beginning of the game is "Smash the State."
Fucking ladders. I hate ladders. Have I mentioned that? Ladders in this game, they suck.
You would prefer
talk about that
elevators?
I wonder. No, I'd prefer everything be on a level plane with staircases, maybe. I wonder if the.
You're thinking of Wolfenstein 3D, Joshua.
Oh, hey, the arms dealer's
Wanna
here.
buy or sell something? It's all on the computer.
That I knocked out last time.
I'm a friend of
There's guns in the hall.
Okay, I give you the egg.
I'm a friend of Craig Thorpe. A little late for that. What has he got? Oh, discounts. Oh, you can buy the rocket launcher from him. I'm not even going to try to make room in my inventory for that.
See ya.
Okay.
Is there any reason to ever pick up the rocket launcher? Because you could have EMP grenades, and that does almost everything the rocket launcher does.
Yeah, the
1/10
rocket
of the
launcher's
inventory.
pretty bad in this game. So apparently they cleaned up all the corpses and unconscious people here, but they didn't pick up the guns.
Did you
So
actually
here's that
leave these
apartment I
guns
was in
on
the
the
last
ground?
time. Yeah. I never picked up the machine pistol there, so...
Huh.
Oh man, well, I guess this guy's dead.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, I guess not.
Bradford,
In the flesh. For now.
Well spot.
how do you know my name? What happened here?
Answers for favors.
The
There's
dichotomy here
A trauma
really
kit I keep.
bothers me. You have
somewhere
a
around
choice
here.
coming up,
Find it.
and
You
they
need a
make you
doctor.
choose between two
I'll get help.
things
No.
that they really should not make
No
you choose between.
time. The
Spicy nacho
They
and
could be
original
back.
flavor?
any minute. Find the kit quickly.
Peanut or no peanut
if you
M&Ms?
want answers.
I'll be back.
and we never saw him again.